During the Commission's March 16th meeting, the Delaware Riverkeeper Network and other organizations asked the Delaware River Basin Commission when the panel would make a decision on the request for 7 public hearings on the proposed PennEast Pipeline project.
As you have indicated, Mr. Tambini, at this point you have an application from PennEast. The communities that will be impacted by this project have been asking since August that you hold these 7 independent hearings along the length of the proposed pipeline project. With this recent submission, the number of individuals that have asked that you hold these hearings is now 5,981. And while I know some people like to point to a few folks that live outside the watershed, the vast majority of requests are from folks that live within the boundaries of the watershed.
So again, I'd like to follow up from Maya's request saying, can we get a commitment to you right now, 7 independent hearings? That's a question.
I'll offer a comment, and it'll be pretty much what I've said before, is that the Commission is certainly actively looking at this issue and considering all the options, including the options we've heard many, many times concerning the call for 7 hearings. So Commission is clearly looking at the issue. We just received the application in February. Obviously, we've known about the issue for a while, and I can assure you that the Commissioners are actively looking at this issue.
Thank you. And can you estimate when and how we might find out the results?
At this time.
I'm sorry?
It's beyond disappointing that now 8 months since we've started our ask that the DRBC hold the 7 independent hearings along the length of the pipeline route, that the DRBC has not committed to doing those 7 independent hearings and cannot even tell us when we're going to have an answer to that question. That time after time, all we hear is they've received the requests and they're considering it. You know, I don't know why the DRBC would not quickly and easily embrace this request from the public. It's simply a question of process. It's simply promising the people, letting the people know that they will ensure that they have equal opportunity to get to a hearing in order to communicate to DRBC the information they have about the harms and the dangers of the PennEast pipeline. We're not asking them to give us an answer right now about PennEast, although, you know, the answer should be no. It seems pretty obvious based on the length and the level of devastation this pipeline will bring. But this is a question of pure process. And the fact that the DRBC would not be willing at this stage in the game to embrace the idea of ensuring equal access to 7 hearings along the length of the pipeline route for every impacted community member is concerning.